Hey, hey. It's night edition in the truck. And because no one's lining up to interview me yet, I'm going to talk about my music. So, I've been promoting Poor Man. To get into the song or to explain the concept behind the song, I want to explain, I guess, the time that it was written, the time that it was recorded, and kind of what that's revealed, I guess, in time. I always feel like the special songs kind of come back to you. Um, like if you forget to write something down, it's really important if it comes back, right? Like you don't have to worry about it. But anyways, when it was written, my wife and I in our first apartment, we're still going to school, and we were about to have our son. So I don't know, you're just struggling to get by, and yeah, a little cold basement apartment, doing our thing. Um, and that's where the lyrics came, and this little like plucked guitar part. The lyrics are, "I don't want to die a poor man. I'll have my son. I'll have my wife. I got so much going on. It gets too much sometimes." Um, yeah, just the things that kind of weigh on you, right? Um, and as I'm getting older, I I do contracting work. I do different things. The snow shoveling, I made a little reel about that. But yeah, like I can feel my body kind of breaking down, and um, yeah, it gets to you a little bit. And I'm kind of spacing on the other lyrics. It's kind of funny because sometimes I remember them while I'm playing, and I have to like play at a certain tempo or to kind of access them. Um, so, anyways, when it was recorded, uh, a friend of mine, like, he kind of realized I was having a hard time, and he's like, "All right, like, I'm gonna come pick you up. Like, what do you want to do today?" And like the thing on my itinerary was to record that song. So we sat in the back room of my house, put two microphones on, and I played the song a few times through. A friend was kind of holding his breath, and that was that. We And like I've talked about before with the acoustic guitar, like it's kind of stripped back. Like there's not a lot going on, but there's something about like the low end of a guitar and like the simplicity of it that makes you work harder to kind of capture the spirit of things. And that's an example of that. Recorded that song, mixed it, added it to my album. And one of my favorite moments with, I guess, specifically with that song and with my album or my music in general, was kind of funny. A friend of mine, his name's Noah, in like my junior year of college, he, I don't know, I don't really talk a lot about my music, and I don't really like to share my music for some reason, but uh, I ended up telling him, I was like, "Yeah, I make music, like, look me up on Spotify." So he looks me up on Spotify, plugs in his earphones, and the whole time, throughout class, he's listening to all my music. And I'm like, "Geez, this is kind of weird." Like he's sitting right in front of me, like it's kind of an awkward thing, like trying to show somebody something. And he keeps turning around. He's like, "Man, this is really good. Man, this is really good." And then later, he's like, "Yeah," he kind of caught me after class. He's like, I really love Poor Man. Like, that's a great song." And that was touching, like that the song would have its own little life and its own little influence. And it's funny now as I'm promoting the music, and like it's kind of a weird time for my wife and I, because I'd like that the music can support us a little more, and I think everyone kind of has that struggle. I'll turn this light on. We'll see how it looks. Everyone kind of has the struggle to try to support themselves and like remain not pure, but like intentional and trying to do good work and make like artful things, as in filled with art and intention and purpose and beauty and stuff. But it's funny because she watches some of the reels and she's like, oh, like it's kind of cool that you actually do this stuff. And I'm trying to remember the second verse right now, and I can't for some reason. So let me pull it up. Something about digging holes and burying bones. I'll share one day. I'll admit sometimes I don't remember my lyrics. Here we go. On my Bandcamp, everybody, check me out. Oh, there it is. There's something broken inside me. I want to work with my hands. Digging holes, burying bones, I'll share one day. Dirty palms, unwritten wrongs, so much I want to change. Dialed in and all my sins, I'll let them go one day. There's something broken inside. I know it's kind of a harrowing phrase, but there's something broken inside me. I want to work with my hands. Like I'll punish myself instead of sitting at some J job. And part of the reason I do that is because I like the freedom and the liberty it gives me to think. You kind of settle into these construction jobs, and you're doing stair tread screws and fastening things down, or doing, sweeping a place. Like, I don't know, you're doing these tasks where you don't have to think very much, and you kind of get on autopilot, and you get in a rhythm with your buddy you're working with or whatever. And but I like doing that work because it allows me that time to think and create. And when I don't know, it's a little bit of a punishment, like doing that kind of work, but like that space that it puts you in, like I feel like it makes me more creative. And I joke with my friend all the time. I call it the darkness. Like, it's just the darkness that I needed today. It's just the struggle that I needed today. It's just the thing that like pushed me enough to make something, or to overcome like my inhibition to complete a task, or to knock that thing off my checklist. Dirty palms, unwritten wrongs, so much I want to change. Dialed in on all my sins, I'll let them go one day. Just like beat myself up a little bit for the people, the person that I am and the person that I've been, and the stuff that I feel like I need to make up for. There's much I want to change. Like there's a different version of myself that I feel like I can be and like hope to be one day. And I can't, that I don't know, like some like sculpture in stone, like it's kind of revealed every day as things are kind of chiseled off. Like I chisel off the nonsense and settle into the darkness, and see who I am, and be tested. Dialed in on all my sins, I'll let them go one day. Like someday I'll leave myself alone, and like I'll appreciate myself a little more for the work that I've done. So that's it, it's Poor Man. I don't want to die a poor man. You know, all that comes with that. Trying to make something of yourself, either financially or as a provider. Like I want to have like beautiful things. I want to have nice things for my wife and for my son and my kids. They deserve that. So I share my music and I share who I am, and as I've talked about before I think on my writing channel, but the reason I do this is so that they have pieces of me. Like they have that moment of me singing I don't want to die a poor man. They have these songs, or I'm like splitting myself in half to like express something and share my heart and my soul, and hopefully my character kind of shines through. So that's Poor Man. Thanks for watching. Go give it a listen. I'll slap a link to it if you want to listen to it. If you got this far, I'm grateful if you did. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're a poor man yourself, carry on. Keep doing your thing. Keep your head above water and keep moving. If you can embrace that darkness and see it as something beautiful, and if it becomes a motivator in some twisted way, hopefully you won't need the darkness, but keep going. Alright guys, thanks for listening.